When I reach 1000 subscribers I will be giving away a $25 Amazon gift card away. To enter, like, subscribe and leave a comment below. Posted by u/nvfh33. Credit or debit only. This is by far my favorite tale to tell from my many years working in retail, though I tell it better in person. This story takes place around 2011, when I was a department supervisor in a sporting goods retailer. My department consisted of all of the apparel and accessories on the second floor of the store and was situated, mostly, by the exit to the attached mall. It was common practice for floor supervisors to jump on a register and take debit/credit purchases when lines got long, and that particular register station was up to me to watch out for. Business as usual. I notice that there is a line building at the register, so I head over to help out the cashier. Since I'm a floor employee, I do not have a cash till. To get one is always an ordeal, and not necessary to kill a line. It would waste a half hour to count the drawer in, and then the same to count it out. Generally customers are happy to not have to wait as long. Even if they are paying cash, they become closer to checkout. Not today. It is also important to note that at this register station there were 4 registers and each lane is divided by display shelves filled with impulse buy items like water bottles and other small fitness items. So I'm going about my usual, I can take next in line paying credit or debit only, and taking care of customers quickly. Today, however, there was a father roughly in his 30s with his 2 kids, a boy and girl probably around 8 and 10ish. He became next in line, or so, for the regular cashier, but I suppose that this was not good enough. What probably made him more upset is that I was now taking customers behind him in line. To be honest, I was on autopilot at this point until the tantrum started. Still standing in the line, he started to demand that I ring him out. I first ask if he is paying with a debit or credit card. He tells me no, he is paying with cash, and I politely apologize and tell him that I do not have a cash drawer and therefore would not be able to make change for him. After some choice words, I offered to take him if he was able to pay in exact change, but he refused that as well. More yelling ensued about it not being fair, despite his wait time being cut by half or more. He then throws the armful of items he was buying for his kids to the floor, turns to the display next to him, and clears 2 shelves of water bottles with his arms and storms out into the mall, leaving his 2 children standing there shocked and embarrassed. By this point the line was under control enough that I went and tended to the mess on the floor. His poor children, not knowing what else to do, started to pick up the water bottles from the floor as I tended to the pile of their items. Other customers helped, and I assured the kids that they were not responsible for the mess or to clean it up, but thanked them for their help. It was a good 10 minutes before the father came back for his children. I had enough time to both clean up the mess and hunt down a manager to then hunt down the number 4 mall security, neither of which is a quick task. He showed up just as I was phoning security to let them know of the abandoned children. Of all the adult temper tantrums I have witnessed, this was by far the most memorable. TLDR, grown man throws a tantrum after saving time, makes a giant mess and storms off without his kids. Posted by u/Nubikin. Family has misunderstood how food passes work. Okay, this happened a few months ago and this is my first post on Reddit, so I don't know how to format this. Background: I work in a restaurant and under a theme park that offer meal passes, where you pay for the passes to just scan the card and eat. Also, the meal passes depending on what level, basic is just lunch and a snack. The deluxe and premium are basically the same with one difference, that premium has a souvenir bottle, but both has a snack, lunch, and dinner. The menu also has clear indications on what a meal is marked under a capital M and a snack is marked with an capital S. I usually close for the park too. Now to the story. So the story starts when the park had about 30 minutes to 1 hour and 30 minutes, and I was on the cashier with one other person, and we tend to slow down by this point, and this family comes in. My coworker helps most of the family, while I help a teen from the group, and the convo went like this. Me: hi, how can I help you today? ND: teen: hi, can I order 1 loaded fries for my snack? Me: sorry, loaded fries aren't considered as a snack as it is on the menu board right above me. Note that loaded fries is considered as sides, but not marked with either an M or S, but it's a meal. I can try to ring it up as a snack. Asterisk GIVES a smile. ND. Okay. Me. Sorry young miss, it didn't work. We can try it with my coworker's register. Coworker says basically the same thing. I called my manager over to cancel the transaction on my register, then she took me off. I was told to go on break and went through the rest of the day, such as packing up my till bag and locked it already. The part closed afterwards. The family came to the front. Most of my coworkers was on break and another worker was doing dishes. So I came to the front and see what was wrong. The convo went something like this. Mom, FTS, full-time supervisor, M1, manager 1, M2, manager 2, me, obviously me. I'm typing all the convo to the best of my ability. Me, hi, how can I help you tonight? Smiling as I was told to do in front of guests. Hi, why was my daughter had to pay for the loaded fries instead of a snack? Me, I reiterate what I said earlier to her daughter during business hours. I called for a manager or a supervisor. Me, a manager will show shortly, come and help you. Is there anything else I can do while a manager or higher up comes? Yes, can we get refills? Me, yes, what would you like to drink? I fill up their souvenir bottles with their drink refills. FTS, newbie, what is the problem? Me, hey, FTS lady is frustrated by the meal plan misunderstanding and wants a refund for the loaded fries. FTS, okay, ma'am, what is the problem? M explains with voice raise along with attitude. Both M1 and M2 shortly came in. FTS asks me if I still have my till bag, but I tell her it's already locked. M1, what is wrong? Me and FTS explain what is happening. FTS, I will refund the item, but please don't understand how the passes work. FTS, newbie, you can go ahead and turn your till bag. Other coworkers came back. Me, okay FTS. I don't know what happened after till M2 tells me after meeting up at cash control that the family got the refund and got the food. After that shift I was talking with the first coworker who rang up the transaction in first place and told her what happened, and we both were SMH. Posted by u/sipsoftware. I have no words. Sometimes customer stupidity truly reaches levels that I didn't think existed before. Today, I had an interaction with a customer that confused me so much, since I didn't know people could be this clueless. A little background: I work at a large office store that constantly has different deals and discounts going on, usually a few dollars off or BOGO. Whenever these start, we'll usually see a higher volume of customers coming in, since they get notifications of our deals via email. So the first day of our new deals coming out, one particularly dense lady comes up to my register and slams a pack of premium photo paper onto the counter in front of me. At this point, there's already a really long line behind her. The conversation follows. RC, rude customer. Me, hello, how are you? RC, no thank you. This always gets on my nerves. Me, okay. Then I tell her about other deals we have as per my script I have to follow, with her cutting me off in basically every sentence. Your total's going to be $19.99. If you could swipe your card for me please. RC, no, it's not. I get this item for free. It was on the deal. Me, I'm sorry ma'am. RC, it was on the deal. She pulls up her email and shows me the papers deal and it's buy 2 get 1 free. Me, I see that ma'am, but you are only purchasing 1. If you would like to grab 2 more packs, then you can get one of them for free. RC, but I don't want 2 more. I just want the 1, so you can give it to me for free. Or else I can get this cheaper elsewhere, and won't be coming back. At this point I try once more to explain the deal, but she's not understanding. Me, again. We can only give you 1 for free if you're purchasing 2 more packs alongside it. I'm starting to speak a little faster and louder as I'm nervous. The line behind her is only getting longer, but the people in range are more looking at her incredulously than looking mad, so I figure it's alright. RC, you know what? I need to see your manager. You don't know what you're talking about. You're trying to cheat me or something. Me, alright ma'am, I'll call him over. RC, I've been a loyal customer of this place for years and you have always honored your deals. I called over my manager and RC immediately tells him that the item is on sale for $16.99 and that I'm refusing to give it to her for the correct price and arguing with her. I have no idea where she pulled out this amount, but found it interesting that she immediately dropped the 3 for the price of 2 argument. Luckily, I muttered to my manager what happened before he came over, and he just told me to give the paper pack to her for her precious $16.99. He leaves and I just discount the item. RC then threw the cash onto the counter and stormed off with her bag once I got her the change. I still don't get how she didn't understand what buy 2 get 1 free means. Customers like these make me want to scream, since it seems like even the simplest of things become huge issues. TLDR, lady thinks she can get just 1 pack of paper and not have to pay for it, since the deal is buy 2 get 1 free, then lies to my manager about me trying to cheat her after throwing a fit over the price. Posted by u/Mystica Just do it my way. Hello again. I wrote yesterday about the man who refused to accept that he had to follow my store's 60-day return policy when he was returning a brush he purchased in March. This story begins with a phone call earlier the same day. The cast of characters include myself, glorified floor staff with manager powers, a returning role of Sly the cashier, Ray, dog trainer and backup cashier, and Karen and her husband Keith, an older couple. We begin when the phone rings. Me, hello, thanks for calling. Store name, how can I help you today? Karen, hi, I wanted to see if you had a dog food in stock. Me, sure, which food were you looking for? Karen, I'm looking for canned vegetable stew in prescription. Me, what kind of prescription food? We have several with that flavor. Karen, prescription vegetable stew with beef. I proceed at this point to list the different types that have that flavor. A light bulb seems to have lit up for Karen as she finally understands what I'm asking. I find the product for her and tell her that there are 18 cans left. She asks me to set them aside and at this point tells me her name is Karen. Immediately, I think of all the Karens of the internet and think about how glad I won't have to deal with her later. Hahaha. At this point of the day, I was expecting to be leaving for home around 7 PM. However, if you read my previous post, you'll know that I ended up covering my co-worker's shift and staying to close a store. Fast forward, and I'm in the office, recovering from a stressful run-in with Richard. Maybe half an hour had passed. Sly is my main cashier at this point, with Ray backing him up. Ray pokes his head into the office. Ray, so this couple is saying they were charged for 30 cans instead of 18. Whose ID is this? He hands me their receipt. Sly happens to be one of the few people whose ID I recognize due to me spending way too much time going through his receipts to total the number of donations he did for a food drive. I also recognize the description of the cans. I radio Sly. Me, Sly, were those the cans that were on hold for Karen? Sly, yeah, there was a full case and a half a case, so it was 30. Me, no, the 13 ounces cases only hold 12. To Ray, go ahead and return 12. Ray, alright, I'll take care of it. Thinking that's done with, I continue preparing my nightly paperwork. Several minutes later, Ray bursts into the office, obviously irritated. Ray, that lady wanted me to return all 30 cans and then rebuy the 18. She did not understand that the money would have been put on hold all weekend. She made her husband get out his calculator to make sure I rang them up right. Me, did you end up doing that, or did you only return the 12? Ray, I just returned the 12. At this point, I see they are talking to Sly. Karen still isn't happy. So with a sigh, I go out to talk to them. As expected, Karen thinks she should have gotten more back. I explained to them that they returned 12, which was slightly over a third, and showed them how the amount they got back made sense. It went straight over their heads. Karen, look, I want you to void this return and do it my way. Me, ma'am, not only can I not void a return, if we do it that way, you will be out the full amount of money for the whole weekend. Our return process takes a while. We did it the easiest way that won't have you out the full amount as well as the amount for just the 18 cans. Karen, Keith, get out your calculator again so we can show her how this isn't right. It's at this moment I noticed something on the receipt. The cans were on a buy 12, get 2 free sale. Yes, I had an idea. I grab a can from them, step over to an empty register, ring up the 18 cans, and find an answer. Me, ma'am. As it turns out, the way we did it actually ended up saving you money. You got $36 back, meaning you spent $58 on the remainder. If we do it the way you're asking me to, you will actually end up spending $2 more. Karen's brain fizzles for a moment. Then I watch the defeat wash over her. Karen, so we saved money this way. Me, yes. Karen, well, you guys didn't need to make it so confusing. And with that, the beast was tamed. Part of me wishes I had complied maliciously with her demands, but the whole ordeal could have been avoided had Sly paid a little more attention. He has assured me he would count them from now on. Posted by u/IdenThaviLife9. Lady grabbed my wrist and started dragging me through the store. So this happened about a month ago. Sorry for any grammatical errors, I'm Dutch. TL. Doctor at the end. I work as a restocker in a supermarket. I just finished my shift and was walking to the supervisor's office to clock out. I was basically working on autopilot my entire shift and was still kinda in that mindset when I was walking to the office. All of a sudden a woman yells at me hee, which scared the crap out of me. I look to where the yell came from and there are 2 women standing there. One is just looking at me and the other was laughing. She was the one that yelled at me. For the rest of the story the yelling lady will be ill, the other lady will be Ol, and I will be me. Also this is how Il and Ol spoke, since they didn't really speak Dutch. YL, sorry little girl, gives me a pat on the shoulder. We need help. Me, trying to put a smile on after almost crapping myself. Oh don't worry. What can I help you with? Oh well, what this chicken cost? Holds a 1 kilogram pack of chicken wings that had a discount. Is it 50? Me, can I take a look at the package? Ol gives it to me, and I see that the original price is €5, but I couldn't see what the discount was. The chicken is €5, but I'm not certain what the discount is. It isn't shown on the package or on any of the cards here. Oh well, 50? Me, no, not 5. I can go to the scanner and check the current price for you. Oh well, check. Points to my pants pocket where you can see the outline of my phone. Me, oh no, I don't have a scanner on me. However there is a scanner in the center of the store. I can scan it there. Oh well. Ah come on little girl. After Ol said this, she takes the chicken out of my hands with one hand and uses her other hand to grab my wrist and starts dragging me. She pulled so hard, I almost fell over from the force. I was in complete shock and I'm very socially awkward, so I didn't say or do anything. Ol starts dragging me to the wrong side of the store leaving Elle behind. After dragging me through a few aisles, Ol realizes that she doesn't know where the scanner is. She slowed down and let me lead the way. Ol didn't let go of my wrist though, so I was walking back the way we came, before towards the scanner, while this lady followed behind me still holding my wrist. We get to the scanner, where Ol finally lets go of my wrist. I ask if she can hand me the chicken and Ol gives it to me. Me, after scanning the item, the current price is €3,78. OL, 30. Me, just wanting to clock out. Yes, 30. OL. Ah thank you. I give her the chicken. Ol gives me a pat on the shoulder and starts walking back to Il. I stood by the scanner for a bit, trying to comprehend what just happened. After a bit, I started walking to the office again. On my way though I heard in the distance, OL, Il. It's 30. YL. Oh great. I just kept walking. TL. DR. Lady wants me to check the price of an item. Drags me to the wrong side of the store. After realizing she doesn't know where the price scanner is, I walk her to the scanner while she keeps a hold of my wrist. Posted by u/CherryVonScary. Phone call from hell. 8 y'all. I've been having a hard time getting over this, so I thought I'd post here to get it off my chest. I work at a popular pop culture store that has 2 other sister stores under the same company, but all have distinctly different names. Please note that one of these sister stores is only a few stores down from us in our mall, and customers often confuse the 2 for each other. We received a phone call from a woman asking about an item she put on hold the day before. She gives me a name and the item, so I go to check our hold box, but had no luck. I ask my co-manager if she remembers putting the shirt for the lady on hold the day before. She had no recollection of it, so I get back to the woman to ask for some more info to help me find the product. At this point she already seemed audibly annoyed with me, but I told her I would double check to see if we had anything under her name. Having no luck, I stepped into the stock room to continue the conversation with her cause honestly I could kind of tell this was going to be a tricky one. I told her we did not have the item, but I'd be happy to locate the shirt in her size and create a new hold. She was getting more pissed off with me, assumed we had sold out in the size, and I was having a very hard time understanding what shirt she was looking for. Partially because she was yelling at me, but partially because of what I would find out later. She hung up on me in the midst of me trying to understand what she was asking for, but I had a feeling it wasn't the end yet. We get another call 10 minimums later, and it's the same woman who asks if she can speak to our store manager. I told her I'm the manager on duty and I'm happy to help with her problem. She raises her voice and goes into a speech about how unorganized we are, and tells me she called 2 other stores to confirm how long we are required to leave an item on hold for. Honestly at this point I was 95% convinced that she placed the item on hold at another store because no one had any recollection of creating a hold under her name. Nevertheless, I apologized, telling her this is our bad, but I'm more than happy to assist her in locating the products she needs. At this point she's absolutely screaming some description of the shirt and size at me, but I can barely understand what she's saying. All I'm hearing is 40/40 over and over again, in a voice that honestly sounded like she was ripping her hair out or having a mental breakdown or something. Long story short, I handed her to my co-manager who figured out that she had put her item on hold at our sister store, and this lady had just spent 10 minutes yelling at me over absolutely nothing. 40 actually meant 40, which is a toddler size. My store doesn't sell children's clothing, our sister store does. I'm also a 21-year-old girl who has no children or young siblings, nor has ever sold children's clothing, so I was unable to automatically assume her screams were referencing a child's size shirt. So thanks lady for that sick anxiety attack I really cold done without. When I reach 1000 subscribers I will be giving away a $25 Amazon gift card away. To enter, like, subscribe and leave a comment below.